Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's take a look again on euro currency. You could see that mostly our discussion of the bearish signs on euro currency has been confirmed recently by the performance. So indeed, the confidence resistance that we discussed has become the last actual chance before market has continued downside action, and it's actually not as surprising. It's just because with the PPI that we've got recently, it's no questions why the dollar is growing against the euro. While on the euro, it's mostly everything stands in a row with expectations. Central bank has cut rate for 25 basis points, expressing some hope and confidence that inflation will keep going lower. This is also understandable just because the economy in the European Union, especially in Germany, is falling in a recession. Slow down. So in these circumstances, the slowdown of the inflation is also absolutely normal. While the big surprising jump on the PPI numbers recently, it's really very important. And actually, we could say that PPI has made this week. Current on the euro currency, we do not see some really fast drop, but I think that this is a temporal effect. Today is Friday, but in the beginning of the next week, we might get the faster downside action on euro currency. We will see. Currently, price is going closer to the May City predictor. If even we will get the grabber here, I wouldn't rely on too much on it, just because it might be, well, as I call it, some kind of the byproduct of the week close, because as you understand, the fundamental situation stands not in favor of any euro appreciation. So divergence between the two regions, United States and European Union, will increase. I mean divergence in economical, rate policy divergence, and so on. So from that standpoint of view, in the nearest few months, chances that euro will rebound and actually will change the trend, well, hardly possible. So we will see what will happen next week. But if you take a look at the British pound, for example, here's reaction looks more appropriate. So here's what has happened. It's collapsed here. That was actually the consolidation that we discussed recently, and this is more proper action that we theoretically should get on the euro currency as well. But probably it will happen slightly later, maybe in the next week. Besides, if we take a look at the 10-year bonds with the rising yields here, based on recent PPI numbers, one of the reasons. It's also not surprising. Some piking is rising against between the major and nearest neighbors of the United States, I mean Canada and Mexico. So Justin Trudeau already said about the mutual tariffs if Donald Trump they will impose the tariffs over Canada. So that doesn't bring the stability in the region as well. So we will see. But obviously there's negative impact that makes investors nervous, and as a result you can see yields here is moving higher. So that's what about the just recent data that we've got. If you take a look on lower time frames, on the 4 time frame chart, you could see slow but stable and solid bearish pressure, and the pressure stands so that actually bears already has pressed prices down below the right arm of this our hand shoulders. This is obviously bearish sign, and slow and stable pressure without any choppiness around. It's just might be as an indicator of the strength of the bearish pressure. So it's just pushing price lower without any fluctuations, significant volatility. Anyway, currently I do not see a lot of things to do. On the hourly chart, you could see that after testing of this area that we specified recently a few times here, this was data release, and you can see markets keep going lower. Now today Market is coming to the XOP, it's around 104.37. It's probably it will try to complete it, maybe not today, but on Monday. But this target probably will be done. And then we will see what will happen. Because currently, as I said, and actually we talked about this even in the weekend last week, that's chances and actually reasons to consider purchasing of the euro currency right now becoming less and less. So next week might start with downside continuation and maybe some acceleration. So investors just need to analyze the data that they got from the European Central Bank, from the statistics. Next week also we'll get the Fed meeting, so will be some preparation. So lots of things to consider. But in general, as I said, euro currency situation remains bearish, and I'm not excluding the moment that next week it might be faster downside action.